We are heading out without a clue. With no direction. Okay, wait, hang on. No, we're going to have a direction. Our direction is going to be roughly this way somewhere. Okay, so over there. It's extremely foggy. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a hardcore exploration series in Fallout 4. And I've realized something rather brilliant. And I think I'm going to be campaigning for this feature to make its way over to Starfield. Until it happens, I will be the bearer of this flag. And may I implore you to please get on board. Now, anyone who's been watching the Starfield gameplay will know that I have a real problem in that game, and it's that well, you can't reload and run at the same time. So if you shoot your gun and then as you're moving around you press reload and then you run, it cancels your reload. Okay, now guess what? Ooh, aliens from outer space. Now where did that land? In Fallout, when you shoot your gun and then reload, you can't run. I'm pressing shift trying to run and you just can't. So that's where Bethesda have made a critical game-breaking error, alright? They should have done the same thing, in my opinion. So that's why, anyway, that's much better to do that. To not be able to run so that my character can still reload. So then when I'm panicking and trying to run, I can't. Okay. So anyway, hello ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Please join the bandwagon campaigning for Todd Howard to fix his broken game. Which is a brilliant game actually, but it's totally broken because of that one feature. Now then, anyway, what's going on here? Absolute insanity, it sounds like. Beyond madness, I think, is the technical term for what we are witnessing. It sounds like more robots. Please don't be more robots. Those things are just horrible, aren't they? Yeah, we've got gunfire here. Now don't forget, this is a horrible, horrible Modlist. And it's lethal. Okay, I've only got 17 rounds for this gun. Don't think that was a person that I shot there. It was a shadow that kind of looked like a person.
Should be.
Oh wait, no pause menus. Okay, the game doesn't pause, does it? It's a bit, a little bit frame ratey around here, isn't it? Is this place accessible? Apparently not. Got some movement down there. Okay, so let's take a look here and just make sure we've got our Molotovs equipped. I'll try to remember what my hotkeys are and not blow myself up at the same time. Just look at this horrifying game world. Look very closely. Okay, that's just a mannequin, but that's not a mannequin. That's a train. Uh-oh. It's those horrifying robots again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a hardcore exploration series, which is at times very annoyingly hardcore. Do I need more ammo for my gun? Why don't I have more ammo? I must have to craft some. I probably forgot. It's been a little while since I played this, because, you know, Starfield exists, and it's taken up all of my time. So I don't have lead. Okay, alright, so we can craft lots of 10 rounds. How many? 90. That'll do. Right, now I need to do a little bit of keybind research. Please give me a moment. So we have this gun here, which is an instigating P220, which gives us plus 100% damage, so double damage if the target is at full health. It already does 48 damage, so potentially 96 damage in one shot for the first shot. That's pretty impressive, and we're going to be keeping hold of that. Our AKM, I don't know how much work we've done on these guns. I think we've done a little bit of work on them.
Would you like me to go with you?
Nope, it's fine. Alright guys, so we are heading out on a random adventure somewhere to just do some exploration. After all, that is what this series is about. Apparently, it's also, or apparently, about crashing. Yes, we did just have a crash. However, I was transferring a game from one drive to another through Steam, and I think it didn't like the fact that it had completed the task. Or, you know, like a child when it draws a picture, it wanted to run up to me and tell me and push it in my face and say, look at me, look what I've done, look how amazing I am. And anyway, I think that's what just happened there. So, good child, what a great job you did. Now, can I get back to playing my game, please? And for the record, that's not usually how I deal with my own children, okay? Anyway, let's step into the zone, shall we? Do we have some locations? What direction are we even heading? Whatever direction we're heading, we're going to continue to go this way, even though this is a previously explored location. We might try and veer a little bit more south. The Commonwealth in all its glory. Apparently now it's full of robots. Terrorizing robots. Robo-terrorists. And it's become quite unpleasant. Maybe at one point it was pleasant. Not in recent memory. Okay, we have a building this way that we can potentially get to. Let's find out. What on earth is going on here? Whoa. Holy smokes. Whatever the hell that was, I want to stay well away from it. So I walk towards it. Because, you know, that's gamer logic for you, isn't it? There's lots of corpses here. Corpses are always a good time. Chill and Play Games 2023. They are in this game anyway, as long as it's not my corpse. Ooh, a mini nuke. Gotta be careful because there's something horrible around here somewhere. Interesting. If there was one thing I would change about this list, it's the sound. I've mentioned this before, so I won't go into it too much. But you know, that, just listen. Now that we've come inside, oh, it's just a relief, isn't it? I mean, I guess that's kind of an interesting mechanic, that you just don't get a relief from the noise of the world until you go inside a building. So at least it's not totally always constant. It's pretty constant until you're in a world. The Synthetic Truth. October 2287. The Synthetic Truth by Piper Wright. Noodles, we all eat them, we all love them, and Diamond City's Power Noodles has supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years, from the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's program Japanese to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl, to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful. The ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences. Or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of Power Noodles last Wednesday night, just after 5 p.m, enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonough sidle up to a stool and engage in the very same ritual, right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes, eating noodles, the shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City, so too it must have seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago, on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 2229, as they sat around this very same counter. But that was before the days of Takahashi and his noodles, when the bar served not noodles, but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and that night he facilitated the shared human experience of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing. That is, until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghoul residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed, thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember, distinctly, the events of that evening. Respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounted her story in a Public Occurrences exclusive interview. Oh, I was there all right, sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now. 22 years old or so, and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall. We all were, so what was the harm? And let me tell you that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town earlier that day, said he was from out west somewhere, and it didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh, and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth, and Mr. Carter was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful, until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account of that evening and the moment when things turned sinister and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. Do we ever meet this Mr. Carter? Is that... I feel like, is it connected to New Vegas or something like that? We'd been drinking and carrying on, must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, like the rest of us. Then something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face, all in an instant, and then his cheek started twitching kind of funny. And I remember watching him, clear as if it happened just yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then blam! He shot Henry the barman right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casually as if he were paying him for a drink, but his cheek never did stop twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. What Eustace is describing, of course, is the infamous event known as the Broken Mask, when the people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, had actually succeeded in creating a model so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humans. Synths. So we can say now, officially, our character is aware of the synth problem. After he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire, and Mr. Carter, he kept shooting and throwing people around left and right. Finally, those guards put him down. Oh, okay, so he got terminated. Seemed like they had killed a man who had flipped his lid, gone crazy, and he lay there like a dead crazy man, sure enough. God, it was horrible. But then we saw the plastic and the metal. This was one of them early synths, you see, and we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was then we all knew the Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere now. Like in that game, Among Us. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggested he had somehow been remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still, others felt he had simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone. But at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered was that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery, using a model of synth even less advanced than the ones the Institute has in service today. Which brings us to noodles, specifically the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonough last Wednesday night in the same spot that Mr. Carter the synth went haywire and mercilessly killed several people. After spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race, they were wrong. Are we? What a great story that was. Okay, anyway. God, how long did that take? Richard's note. More reading. What's happening, Richard? Fill me in on all the juicy details. What makes you think people will buy copies of the newspaper from you when they could just get one in Diamond City? Well, I don't know. Don't ask me. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Richard. Silly boy. Okay. Let us move right along. Back into the noise and the madness. Wait, there's a building around here somewhere we're supposed to be investigating. I think a shotgun might suffice. Wait. Where are we now? We came here. We already came here. You know when you read something very quickly and your brain doesn't quite read fully what it says? Just scanning over that, then I thought it said Combat Wombat. Don't ask me why. Brains can be funny things at times, don't you think? Oh, there's a lot of radiation down here, and I don't like it one bit. Come on now. Yeah, we've discovered a new location. So, let's see if we can clear this location, although, I mean, all that radiation, it's a little off-putting. So I know we did come here because we faced a Deathclaw at some point. This is the same yes, it is. It is. Definitely is the same location. But maybe we died? Probably the robots. Okay, so I won't consider this clear then because I don't technically know if it is clear, which means we need to go to a new location in order to get our save. Our health is looking pretty good. I think we have a level up. So I'll try to remember to activate that level up. Even though that's not the right way to say that, is it? To utilize the level up. And... oh, I remember this. Okay, I know what this place is. Alright, well, we have to get... oh, I see you there, you cheeky mine. Mine. I do need to... I want to clear this location again because it's going to confuse me probably repeatedly. But I seem to remember... here we go. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, I seem to remember us having a little bit of a problem. Holy smokes. Now, I've got gunshots coming from over there. What guns do we have on us? Got this little pistol, got this rifle, and this shotgun. So I guess we're sticking with the rifle. The scope's a little bit dark, isn't it? Any new locations down this way? There's loads over there. We haven't been across the river, have we? Or have we? I don't think we've managed to get across it yet. Let me have a look and try not to die. Yeah, we haven't been across the river at all. We've got Cabot's house there. I wonder if that robot's hanging around. Well, basically, we're kind of screwed then in terms of finding a new location to save at, unless there's somewhere... nah, we've already been down there. Ooh. A box. How's our carry capacity right now? 160 over under 215, that's fine. I'm getting nervous because I'm pretty sure we're moving close to a bunch of raiders or gunners. That silence is so relieving. Wait, we've been here, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay, guys. It may be time to venture across the bridges, the river, across the river. Now, this is very dangerous territory, isn't it? Trying to push our way beyond our... beyond our comfort zone, way beyond our comfort zone, into a very, very, very deadly territory. So much so that we might have to erect a temporary, well, let's just say an outpost. Are we really totally clear down here on this side of the map? Apparently so. Well, then unless we head north, we have no problem, no choice here but to try to venture forward. This is very risky. However, the first location that we discover here is going to give us a save, so... We have found the Silver Shroud radio station. Okay, so we'll go in the apartments, we get a save, if we can go in the apartments. So we got gunfire. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going in. You ready, guys? Sanity save, okay? Just in case the game crashes. I should probably start making a few more of those as we go. Alright, so we're in. Oh my goodness me. Okay, we're gonna go real slow here. Now this is a good walking speed. Alright, Todd, this is a great walking speed. Oh my goodness me. Do that again. Do it. Do it again. You reckon a Molotov would work? What's my hot... Shit. What's my hotkey for Molotovs? Alright, give me a second. Guys, I don't like the flashlight at all. I mean, it's great, isn't it? Look. But holy moly, it's bright. Could probably get away with not having it in here. I hope it's not too dark for you guys. It was actually quite hard to see that person. Slow and steady, guys. Slow and steady. Don't seem to know where we are, though. We haven't heard anyone calling out yet. We should probably keep an eye out for mines, right? Mines and traps. They don't seem to know where we are with this giant flashlight. Oh, he's got a nice gun, though.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Hearing shit.
Nice. It's automatic. I'm going to take it, guys. It's got an SV98. That could come in handy as well. Right now. We've got all these weapons at home, obviously, but... You know, we're not at home, are we? And we, I think we're probably going to need to make a kind of outpost, as in a second base, using our Conquest system, because we're miles away from home. Okay, I think we're clear here, so technically we'll be able to throw down a save in a second. I think. Place looks totally clear. Brilliant. Just give it a minute, make sure there's no one else around. Well, I guess this to me feels like How is that too heavy? Since when can't you pick up every single corpse in the game? That's odd. Anyway. Alright. Throw down a save. We've got our save location. Beacon Hill. That's where we are, obviously. Beacon Hill. Not Bunker Hill. That's different, isn't it? Oh, it's getting dark out here. Let's turn the sun on. Now, I'd say there's a good chance that there are raiders up here. But maybe not.
Who's out there?
Aha. Oh, you shitter. Sorry. Still haven't figured out how to not swear yet, have I? Oh, jeez. Gee whiz. Uh-oh. Nope. This was a mistake. Wow, plenty of gear here. Okay, we're going to need to stop in a second and try to heal up a bit. Forget, food doesn't heal you anymore, does it? Okay, what other locations have we got here? Okay, maybe we head this way. Let's just try and get our bearings a little bit. Oh, Cabot House is risky. However, there are quite a few locations here for us to check. So, I didn't really like the apartments for a base. A little bit too confined. Oh, okay, that's the big robot. Yeah, there he is. Oh my goodness me. Did you see that thing sneaking up behind me then? What on earth is that thing doing in the city? Tell you what, this would be a good little base. Just hide in an alley. It says too confined in the apartment and then decide I want to stay in an alleyway. Okay, let's go this way. Keep an eye on our back here. Oh god, I thought that thing was still coming at me. Without a head. That was pretty scary. So, as I make this video, we are waiting and awaiting on the newest update patch. Is it an update patch? The newest update for the Stalker Fallout Anomaly series. It's about to have its next biggest update, 0.3. And I was supposed to be playing that over the last couple of days, but it turns out that as they released the list, it had a few, just a few things that needed to be resolved before it was fully playable. And so I'm taking an extra day or two to just sit on it. Once that's released, we will be once again deep diving into that series. You may already know this. Actually, I'm not sure when this episode's going live. Sometime in the next few days. But this update should be one that there will be quite a substantial amount of time between this and the next big update. So when I say substantial, I mean maybe around a month or something. I don't think it's going to be that long. But long enough for us to really sink our teeth into the list and to not have to keep starting again. But I've got a bit of a plan for the series. I think because the mod list is so big and there's so many massive quest mods installed, what that does for us is it opens up the room for lots of different characters. So essentially, you know, we can create a character, pursue a quest line, take a bit of time with it, really explore that quest line, and then give the series a break until the next kind of update, and then pursue another quest line with a different character. So anyway, please do keep an eye on that. That would be a double-barrel shotgun. Don't you just love how you can't see sometimes? Shit. I'm not gonna heal because animations. Same to you, mate. Oof. I know, I'm thirsty, I know. So, we've got some really cool ideas for the series. Please do keep an eye out. Down below there is a link to somewhere amongst the dozens and dozens of links for playlists on the channel. Somewhere down there, there is a link to the Fallout Anomaly series, and it'll probably be attached to that somewhere along the line, along the way. Maybe, it may even be in a new list, so if it's not there, a new playlist, if it's not there, just keep an eye out on the channel. And yeah, you know, obviously, uh-oh, I'm dead. I'm totally dead. I don't know why I thought hiding inside that little archway type thing would save me, and clearly it did not. Well, we've got a save here, so that's fine. Let's, could I get out here? I could, couldn't I? Oh yeah, here we are, okay, alright, so let's take our time here and pick specifically a direction now that we can be a little bit more focused. I know this area here. What are you? With your big glowing roof. Whatever that is, that's where we want to go. And we will proceed to that destination, exploring other locations along the way. Excuse me, I am a little bit hiccupy right now. Okay, so these are actually pretty useless to us. This one is pocketed. Just drop it. We're not too fussed about that. I'll keep hold of this one because it's got a... Oh yeah, let's... Oh, apparently our Modlist has decided to become virally infected with some sort of problem that's causing quite regular now, I suppose, crashing. That's a potential problem, but we'll carry on as we go and see how bad it gets. In the meantime, I was just trying to open up our perk menu, which this time decided to work. What are we wanting? Were we going for blacksmith? I feel like maybe we were once upon a time, but at this point, with regards to our health, I'm just going to go in straight damage resistance, which is fine. And I would also think I would like this one at some point. Excuse me. So, new rule, which I think I introduced in the last episode, actually save upon level up. Alright. But I'll try to strategically level up, as in I won't cheese it. You know, I suppose you could though. It's kind of fair if I want to save my level ups for saves. As in, not level up until it's kind of helpful to save, then I have to play kind of handicapped, don't I, in a way, because I'm not allowing myself to level up to gain a new perk or a new skill or whatever. So, we are headed towards this destination this way with the red shiny roof.
Time's up, asshole.
Although that may or may not be viable. Little Gentry Playground, okay, so I don't know where that is exactly. Somewhere there, is it? Yeah, it's right next to us here on the right, so we'll go in there. If it's an indoor location. This brings back memories, this location. This was one of Marcus Aurelius's most epic moments in Zombieland Conquest Reanimated. If you have not watched that series, I highly recommend it. It's probably... It is my pride and joy so far on the channel. My favourite series that I have conjured up for your entertainment and potentially amusement. So this is the playground area. It's not indoors, so we can't use it as a... We could use it as a base, but we're not going to. I feel like I want night vision. Did I see movement there? This crosshair is dreadfully interrupting my peace of mind. This is why, honestly, sometimes just good old-fashioned iron sights. I can't see a damn thing, guys. Oh, it's super mutants. Tell you what, this guy's smart. Whatever he's one of the smarter super mutants, isn't he? He's being very tactical here. Okay, we're gonna have to push him. Okay, I'm not gonna give us this location. It feels... Oh wow, I just picked up 7 missiles. Uh-huh. How's our ammo doing here? Yeah, we're doing okay. 72 rounds. Super mutants don't normally travel alone. So that's a problem potentially. Let's drop off this ammo because carrying missiles, oh, the mini nuke as well. I'll tell you what, just drop all of it. Let's put ourselves underweight. And while we're here, so one of the things about this game is this particular location that we're entering into now, most of you will know this, is famously plagued with performance problems. I'm going to throw down a sanity save. This is not going to count towards our save profile. Okay, it's just for the sake of crashes. So, you know, the game can be struggling to load in the world, and we've got modded extra spawns in and modded weapons and all sorts of things just adding to the mix. So, now, where was this location I wanted to get to? Down here. The next proper location that we go inside, like an interior cell, where we go through a loading screen to get in there, that will count to our save profile. I was going to say, there's usually a bunch of gunners over there, but this time there was not. So from now on, when you see in the top left this auto save, that's a sanity save. When it says, actually, well, you'll know when we do a proper save. Ah, this is where that super mutant came from, I think. We've got some raiders in the area. They seem to be raiding my frame rate. Quite significantly. So is that what I've looked at? It is, isn't it? Mass fusion. That's the building that I've marked. Oh, we're near Good Neighbor. Well, that's just actually pretty legendary, really, for what we're looking for here. A safe zone. It's literally a safe zone. Mass fusion building is going to be probably a little bit too high level for us right now. Although we could get ourselves safe and geared up over at Good Neighbor. Don't know where that's coming from. Got dogs. That dog had a toothbrush. Okay, we're very close here to where we need to be. I will be very happy getting inside Good Neighbor if I can, because that's literally just it's like it's heaven sent, you know. Okay, let's just run for it. I'm not sure if people can follow us through these types of doors, and I don't really want to take the risk, even though not going in is also a risk. Let's just go for it, since they're throwing Molotovs at us. Hopefully they don't follow us through the door.
Hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
That's a safe zone. Pardon? Were you, saying something? Can I not shoot this guy? I've got to answer his questions.
What was that? I couldn't. Yeah.
I like you already. Walk into a new place, make a show of dominance. Nice. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel
Well,
me?
I do.
Everyone's welcome.
I totally feel you, man.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
And that would be you, I suppose, Mr. Hancock. Ah, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to, I guess, what's going to be our temporary safe zone. We can... Now, I don't know... Once upon a time, I was in here, and there was a house. I forget what mod list it was. I forget, yeah, I forget what series it was. Oh, it was Marcus's series, actually.
Hey, you. Looking for work?
Oh, I don't know why. What's going on? Bobby No-Nos. What are we talking about?
It's good work. Under the supervision of the best boss you'll ever have.
Really?
You don't mind a little manual labor, and don't ask too many questions, you're in.
Who's this
I'll give
person?
you 50 caps to start. Interested?
I mean, I'm interested for the sake of curiosity. If there's money involved, so be it.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go inside. I'll give you the lowdown.
What the hell is this, guys? I've never... This is brand new to me, so... Alright, we've been dragged into this experience very, very quickly. I just want to have a look and see if this house is a thing in this world. Whoa, what's the deal, man? I don't know why he just started shooting me like that. Anyway, we're going to Bobby's place. Apparently Bobby's place is going to be safe for us. That was weird. I don't know why that guy started shooting at us like that. We didn't do anything to Hancock. What's going on here? We're not stealing anything here. This is all apparently up for grabs. So that's weird. Maybe the... What are they called again? Those people. I want to say the Minutemen, but it's not Minutemen, is it? Triggermen. The Triggermen, for some reason, didn't take a liking to the fact that we shot whatever his name was at the front door. I mean, he was threatening us, so he deserved it. No regrets, but I won't unlock Bobby's terminal because I don't know what her deal is just yet. So, I suppose we're going to have to go down and talk to her. I don't quite know what we're going to do about the fact that the Triggermen don't seem to like us. I don't know how Hancock will feel if we start taking out Triggermen. Also, there's a lot of Triggermen in Good Neighbor. Where is this place? The Dig. I have never heard of this place before. I mean, let's talk to Bobby then, I suppose. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why I'm still madly, deeply in love with this game. Because, well, yeah, it's just full of surprises, even after all these years. Tantalizing. A little bit of an issue tonight with our frame rates and a couple of crashes. But, you know, again, we're this far into a series, and I'm playing multiple mod lists again on the channel. I think I remember mentioning something about that on a recent episode about issues we were having with crashes, and I said I've got to start like simplifying it and sticking to one mod list. That was a recent realization. Anyway, we're going to carry on with this series for the time being. If it gets to the point where it's too bad, then okay, we'll bring our exploration story to an end, which I hope we don't have to do anytime soon, because I really do like just dipping back into this series and exploring the open world and discovering these random encounters. And yeah, it's just a heck of a lot of fun. But it is what it is. We've got lots of other things happening on the channel anyway, so we're definitely not finished with Fallout 4. Once this Fallout Anomaly mod list is activated, updated to its newest, fullest, most current form, we will be jumping into that for some quite substantial gameplay on the channel. You know, minimum 2 to 3 episodes a week for sure. And so that's alongside all the other games and stuff that we're playing as well. So, you know, you've got a lot of Fallout 4 still to look forward to, along with a lot of Starfield. I would like to potentially encourage you to just consider that. I think Starfield's going to be sticking around on the channel for a fair amount of time. I have really, as recently, it's once the mods came in and started to kind of tweak the things that I was experiencing not so positively. I've really started to develop a deep attraction for the gameplay of Starfield, so I've got a feeling it's going to be sticking around. So, you know, I might encourage you to start jumping onto the series if you have not yet already started watching anything, because there's going to be a fair amount of that content to come. However, I do understand if you don't want to watch it due to this problem of spoilers if you haven't played the game yet or you're not very far into it. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that, and, you know, I'm definitely keeping an eye on the modding scene with regards to Starfield. More 20, 30 mods are being released a day at the moment, and that's only going to increase in the coming months. And the actual Creation Kit 2.0 is released early next year too, so sometime in the next 6 months, people are predicting. So there's going to be an awful lot of Starfield content to come. I will try, though, to keep it under wraps and not overload the channel with it, and keep it alongside such games as Fallout 4 and, you know, other things that we will be playing on the channel. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next episode, we will be introducing ourselves to Bobby here, and to find out what mystery awaits us, what weird and wonderful task she has for us. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. As always, I do appreciate your time, and thank you for being here. And I do hope you will join me again very soon for another episode of Fallout 4 Hardcore Exploration Series, featuring this dude who, actually I can't even remember what is our name again. Look at this thing he's wearing on his arm. That's some serious armor, isn't it? It's meaty as hell. You could bop somebody in the head with that thing there. What are we called again? Mr. Rupert Hemingway, who is absolutely far more deserving of some attention and some consideration and thought than I am giving him. However, Mr. Rupert Hemingway, you are slowly making your way into the vault of legendary status here on the channel. Not quite there yet, but I think you're getting there. You're definitely, you know, you're earning your place here amongst the stars. Not the stars, down here on the ground. I'm going. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Goodbye for now.